So you've decided your kids have earned and are ready for a smartphone. Regardless, you may still feel like you have opened Pandora's box. Your kids now have potential access to endless information, both helpful and harmful. And despite their maturity, you may foresee problems with enhanced screen time addiction. While there are benefits of children using technology, kids and teens still need guidance and modeling from adults to help ensure that this tech time remains a productive part of their lives. I'm Marisa from Call to Mothering, and I encourage and equip moms who are raising toddlers to teens. In today's video, I'm sharing 6 healthy boundaries to put in place so that your kids have a good and safe experience using their smartphones, and to give you peace of mind. Number 1, use a family technology contract. It's essential to establish clear-cut rules right away when your child gets their own device. A technology contract is upfront and doesn't involve secretly spying on kids. It can detail restrictions like the parental controls that you will be implementing and the apps that you'll rely on to monitor their usage and time limits. It can be transparent about blocked websites and the prohibition of secret media or social media accounts. It can say that they're only allowed to download the apps that you permit them to use, and if they want to download any additional apps, they need to ask permission first. Like any business contract, family technology contracts require an upfront understanding of the parameters. Kids can study the contract, agree to the terms, and even acknowledge their awareness by signing it. Logical consequences require that children understand in advance what will happen when and if they break the rules. And if they break the rules, they face consequences related to that offense. Therefore, the contract can go on to say what will happen if the terms aren't upheld. A breach in contract could lead to losing smartphone privileges for a day, a week, or even longer. It could mean loss of access to the internet, social media, or YouTube. You can create a family technology contract that is the right fit for you. But remember, the contract is set in stone, and as much as possible, the same terms should apply to you too. Number 2, lean into time limits. You should set a time limit for overall phone usage and time with particular apps. Pediatricians recommend no more than 2 hours of screen time daily for kids ages 5 to 17, and that is excluding schoolwork. You can set up a screen time tracker on your child's phone and set limits with them on how much they use it during the day. It's also a good idea to implement a screen cutoff time well before bedtime. Evening exposure to blue light emitted from electronic screens can impact the human circadian clock, causing sleep disruption. Disordered sleep can eventually contribute to health issues like diabetes, cancer, and mental health conditions. To set children up for success, make sure that their bedrooms are technology-free at night. Number 3, establish fixed phone-free zones. Just as certain areas of the house may be designated as no shoes or no food zones, consider setting up phone-free zones in your home. These designated areas, such as the dining table or bedrooms, encourage quality family time, uninterrupted conversations, and better sleep routines. Enforcing these limits consistently helps to establish a healthy culture around phone usage. Along the same lines, have what's called family unplug time. This gives everyone a chance to take a break from screens and interact without the internet. Here are a few ways that you can unplug as a family. Schedule a screen-free hour every day. Schedule a screen-free day each week, and assign tech-free status to certain events like meals, movie nights, or family game night. Number 4, institute a work before play policy. Once a child or teen is absorbed in scrolling YouTube or TikTok or playing a favorite video game, it can be hard to transition them to the tedium of schoolwork or chores. So instead, temptation building can be a very effective motivator. Basically, this prioritization strategy involves completing an undesirable chore to access a desirable activity. Tell your child, think, do what you have to do to unlock what you want to do. Now, if you try this, keep in mind the circadian disruptive effects of blue light in the evening. It's important to stick to the evening screen cutoff, even if the less desired task takes longer than usual. Also, in-person time with friends and family, sports, and other extracurricular activities should all come first over screen time and time spent on social media. Don't let screen usage come between your children and the most important things in life. Number 5, have regular conversations about safety, privacy, and online behavior. Now that your child has their own phone, it's important to get deeply familiar with how they're browsing the internet and engaging with social media. Ask your kids what games and programs they use at school and on shared devices at home. This can range from Roblox to Google Docs. Take time to watch videos from your child's favorite influencer in order to determine whether their content is trustworthy and appropriate. Ask your child to explain how, say, Discord works, or to show you a funny video on TikTok so that you can see how your kids are spending time on various platforms. These are very effective avenues into having conversations with kids about what they're actually seeing. You might observe how negative the comment section is on a particular YouTube video. You could ask your child, how does it make you feel to see that? What would you do if somebody made a comment like that to you? Another way to have conversations around the risks of certain apps includes reading the terms and conditions. Now, as tedious as it may seem, reading through them with your kids can actually illustrate how the platform handles their data. You could say, it says here in the Snapchat agreement that they actually don't guarantee that your snap is deleted if you say you've deleted it. What they're doing is essentially tricking you. Discussions around online privacy and safety should be ongoing with your child. You can start at the most straightforward tips, like don't share passwords or personal information online, and then progress to more difficult topics. Ask your children how they communicate with friends online. For example, if I call someone a loser with 10 exclamation points online, I just called my friend a loser with 10 exclamation points. That's going to have an impact on our relationship, even though they're not in the same room with me. It's really important to reiterate to your kids that we are all human beings behind these screens, and we want to act like nice people. And if someone isn't being nice, we have the freedom to leave and not pursue further interactions. Teach your kids strategies if they start to feel distress online. Can they change the subject in the group chat if things get really negative? If things get too upsetting, could they leave it entirely? Encourage your kids to reach out to you if any of their peers or people that they chat with online mention bullying or self-harm. Help them also anticipate inevitable feelings of exclusion or social comparison. Explain that they will see friends hanging out without them and suggest things that they can do to feel better, like getting off their phone, walking the dog, or asking a neighbor to hang out with them. And finally, number 6, model healthy phone behavior. Now, this one is tough. If anyone can understand the constant draw to the smartphone and its addictive qualities, it's us. Raise your hand if you're trying to find where you left your iPhone at least 5 times a day and you feel naked accidentally leaving the house without it. We use our smartphones for so many things as parents, to find takeout, navigate ourselves to the dentist's office, keep in touch with friends and relatives, and also read up on the latest news. But children tend to emulate their parents' behavior. Therefore, be mindful of your own phone usage habits and demonstrate responsible behavior. If the phone is your go-to when you are seeking entertainment, get intentional about other things that might serve you just as well, such as podcasts, magazines, or books. If we expect our kids to set aside their phones at dinner time and play games or watch videos for an hour or less each day, we need to hold ourselves to the same standards. Our own addiction to technology, or lack of, can be the most powerful example of all. So, with proper precautions and boundaries, kids can use their phones much more safely and at your discretion. By some oversight and guidance, you can effectively guide your kids towards exciting and responsible technological futures. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you are not just a mom.